Now, since last Monday, residents in numerous estates in Ferrybank in Waterford City have been protesting peacefully against Irish Water, preventing them from installing meters outside their homes.
Protesters have said they are angry about what they see as double taxation, but also about water quality in the area, saying there are excessive levels of lime in the water. Joining us this morning to discuss this are two Ferrybank residents, Catherine Wilson and Larry McCarthy. You're both very welcome this morning, guys. Thanks for driving up this morning. And Catherine, I'll come to you first. Just tell us a little bit about your own water experiences at home. I mean, can you just turn on the tap, fill a glass and have a nice drink?
Well, you can, Sinead. It depends. Sometimes the level of lime are excessive in the water. A lot of our appliances are destroyed with the levels of lime.
So the kettle would be like full of lime scale?
The kettle is just full. Yeah. I've gone through 3 kettles in 12 months, and it's the same throughout all the households in the area. But
and has it always been that way?
About 5 years, Larry.
5 years,
okay.
5 years.
Yeah, since they started adding. It was by accident. I would be mopping the floor and I couldn't figure out what was this white chalk on the floor. And I saw a friend of mine and she was draining her tea. And I said, why are you doing that? And she said, that's the lime in the water. So that's when it all started. But we learned to deal with that. Our big issue at the moment is the double taxation. It's just that people can't pay anymore, you know.
Have you I presume you've got your bill from Irish Water at this stage, or
our pack.
Yeah,
we have our pack, yeah.
And what's your family situation?
I have 3 boys, 3, 6 and 8, and it will cost my family €278 a year at the present.
That's including the wastewater charge?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but I just feel that the government are remaining so tight-lipped at the minute as to what the charges will be next year. It's just people cannot afford it.
I mean, the suspicion is that once the standard fee comes off and everybody is properly metered, that it could double, but we don't know. So
we don't know, Mark, but with the history of our government, the chances are of a doubling are definitely gone up as likely.
Catherine, what about people who will say, look, we have to pay for water. Everybody else in Europe needs to pay for water. It's a utility that is just paid for around the world. We just need to get our heads around it. We mightn't like it, but it's the reality.
But I think, Sinead, you have to look at the other taxes that we pay. Our tax is so high. Also, the water rates compared to the UK and the other countries, it's 5 times higher than with the money that it would be costing. I'm not sure it's per 10,000 litres. Our charge will be 5 times higher.
So if they reduce the rate, I mean, do you agree with the principle of paying for water? Or do you feel you've been paying already?
I feel we've been paying already. Yeah. I feel we've paid. I looked at a friend of mine was in my house last night and showed me a pay slip. With her pension levy, her USC charge, she's paying a colossal amount of money, you know, that's contributing. And it's not just from your PAYE and your PRSI. You're paying tax on every stitch of clothes you put on, tax on shoes, your tax on your food, tax on your petrol, tax on your...
So it's not so much the issue of paying for the water, it's just that this is the straw that's breaking the camel's back for you.
Yeah.
Sorry, can I bring you in here? There's a couple of things we need to establish. Is there a no-boil water notice in your area?
There's not, but as Catherine just said, we're not worried about no-boil notices, or we're not worried about the quality of the water. This is purely a protest against double taxation. Some people are trying to paint it up that it is a water quality issue, but if you look around the country, people with perfectly drinkable water are out protesting anyway, and we don't want to sidetrack into a water quality issue.
So this is nothing to do about lime in the water?
No, we are discussing that at the quality, but it has nothing to do with that.
Okay.
And all the residents down there have said, make sure you get that point across. We're not protesting about the quality of the water. We're protesting about double taxation. We're protesting about a private company coming into our estates without any contract or any permission to enter our estates, and basically bullying some of the workers. What they have said to women is purely unacceptable. They're trying to get to the girls so that we all get riled up and go down. They're deliberately in causing trouble.
Okay, they're not here obviously to offer their side of the story. That's quite an allegation, so we need to be careful.
We know, because it's been documented, it's been filmed, that in actual fact a lot of a significant number of the water workers have actually been intimidated and harassed and threatened themselves. So this is a kind of a you said, we said, they said situation.
It is, yeah, and I've seen the videos from around the country. We down in Waterford, I think, have had so much success because we've kept it very peaceful. We've restrained ourselves. We've brought the Gardaí on board, and they will come in and talk to us, and we will talk to them. And it's kept very, very calm, and because of that I think we've had more success than maybe some of the other
Were you
places.
worried, sorry, actually, were you worried at all, or are you worried at all that your peaceful protest could be hijacked for political reasons?
There has, look, and we have talked to the people, there has been a few politicians around, and the Facebook page that we run, I'm about to explain it to all the politicians that any political posts will be removed. Anybody who's trying to make any political gain out of this will be removed. Anybody, we removed somebody the other day who was screaming up in Gary's face and said, it's not what we want.
And you're
Not
not
what we want
affiliated
is
with any political
We're
organisation?
not really representing a political organisation at all,
Larry,
no.
what's the end game here? I mean, how long are you going to protest for? I mean, they're not going to roll back. You know that.
They're not going to roll, well, they may not want to roll back, but so far in our states they've managed to get very, very few metres in. And the protest that we're doing is being hugely successful.
And how are you all, I mean, you all working people? Are you working, Larry?
I'm not working at
You're
the
not
moment,
working,
no.
you're
I'm
working.
working,
So
yeah.
how are you managing to man this and ensure that they don't get metres in?
All it takes is one or two people to stop them.
The mammies are doing great work.
And the mammies are doing
who are at home. But it's not just the mammies. We're all, a lot of people will be on shift work, and it's just a matter of if somebody can get to the gate between 7 and 8, half 6 and 8 o'clock before they get the kids out to school,
How
you
long
know.
are you going to sustain this for?
As long as it takes.
As long as it
As far
takes,
as we're
please.
concerned, I have it here.
But you say as long as it takes, they're not going anywhere. So it's a question of how long are you willing to stay
Well,
there?
I feel, Sinead, this is our opportunity. The people of Ireland have to stand up. We have a voice. People at home are saying, we've had enough. Oh, I'm sick of this. We're a great nation for whinging and moaning.
Yeah.
And I just think that people need to stand up and say that they've had enough. It's just gone on for too long, and the longer that we put ourselves in the position to accept this, it's going to continue. But I see already, like last Monday week, now I have been reading up on the water charges. Larry had started up the Facebook page, Ferrybank Against Water Meters, and 18 months ago I have been following that. And last Monday week I said, well, here they are, they're here now, and it's time to stand up. So I went over to join the protesters in Abbey Park, were the first people to start, and I had no idea. I feel it's had a kind of a domino effect. And we started off with 2 or 3 housing estates in Ferrybank area. There's now, it's travelled up to the guys in Monkine. There's 3, 4 housing estates in Monkine, and they stopped them yesterday.
We are running out of time here. The logical sequence of events here is that you keep protesting, they will send you a bill, you refuse to pay the bill, and then they'll send the bailiffs after you. Are you prepared to go to jail for this?
Well, I am prepared to go to jail, but I don't think it can go that far, because when the actual truth gets out that Irish Water are indeed a private company set up by the government with public money, I'd like an explanation for that.
It's
There's their public limited company, buy shares, there's the number, Irish Water. Somebody has to explain that.
Okay, well, it's obviously the situation's not going to go away, and we'll be
No,
back. Thank you very much
no.
for coming in. And,
Thanks very much.
Thank you both guys,
for having
appreciate
us.
that. If you're a
Thank
resident
you.
actually in the area, get in touch with us and let us know your thoughts as well, 53131. And would you protest if you're in another part of the country, if they riled up some fire in you to step out and protest yourself? 53131.
we'll take a break, see you back in a few minutes' time.
It gives freshness that lasts longer than 2 doses of the best-selling biodetergent.
Detergent and